When one woman got out of an abusive relationship, she says financial problems brought on by her ex-husband followed her for years and years.
And now lawmakers in Raleigh are trying their best to step in to help that from happening to other people, other survivors of domestic abuse. Capitol reporter Michael Hyland is live in Raleigh to show us how they're doing that.
Yeah, this deals with the financial aspect of these domestic situations. One woman told me about living through this and said it's more common than you may think.
You know, it's funny, I've been waiting 30 years to tell this story.
That's how long ago Rachel Brummert married her first husband. She said she had credit cards that he asked to have his name on. But Brummert says as the relationship turned abusive, her ex kept spending more and more money.
I felt very stuck in that relationship, you know, because I wasn't able to work, I wasn't making my own money. So that kept me in the relationship longer than I wanted to. And when I left the relationship, it was not of my own free will. That was in the back of an ambulance.
She says her husband had racked up about $50,000 in debt. But the credit card company told her that because the card had originally been in her name, it was on her to pay that back, not him. Now, as she tried to move on, she couldn't get a house or a car in her name because her credit was shot.
You know, there is physical violence, there's emotional violence, but there's also a financial abuse aspect to it that nobody understands.
A bipartisan bill in the House aims to help people like Rachel. It addresses what's called coerced debt, which may be taken on as a result of intimidation or threat of force. Democratic Representative Terry Brown says it sets up a process for survivors of domestic abuse to have that debt forgiven and for the creditors to go after the person who's truly responsible.
I've represented dozens and dozens of victims of domestic violence on a pro bono basis throughout my career. And I think that almost every single one of them has some form of financial abuse was part of their relationship.
Rachel has heard from other women who've experienced this and says changing the law could make a significant difference in their lives.
I would have been able to get back on my feet a lot faster. I would have been able to be more independent.
And Representative Brown says that lawmakers also have worked with groups representing banks in putting this legislation together. This bill is going to be up for a debate this week among lawmakers and could get a vote in the House soon. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
All right, Michael, thank you.